people that have done Slimming World and aren't doing it anymore. I'm one of those people. I don't do it now. I know that it's not healthy. I've got a much better mindset now. But does anyone else remember, and was this a Slimming World wide kind of criteria, that because obviously the classes or the weigh-ins were mixed, right? There was usually about, I would say, in all of the classes I've been to, 80-20 mix of men and women. So it was much more female heavy, just the way that it is. But you couldn't say the word period. When you went in for your weigh-in and you put on £1, £2, £3, whatever, and you had the public shaming where they went, so Katie, what do you think happened this week? And you say, well, I was on my period, because we all know that we carry extra weight on our period, and depending on the type of periods that you have, I know that I'm definitely more hungry in the run up to my period. I hold a lot of bloat on my period, and just generally give me a fucking break. It's my period. And they would go, your star week. No, it's not my star week. Did anyone else's Slimming World consultant insist that you call it star week? And would correct you. And I'd say, well, yeah, no, I mean, I was on my period star week. Star week. No, Janet, I was on my period star week. I didn't get any stars. Why is it a star week? Blob week, massacre week, rage week, anything else, fine. Or just call it your period. These men that were in there, most of them were married. 2 women, generalising, but generally, whose wives would have menstruated. This grey hair that's just dead straight. Why did they call it Star Week? And do they still call it Star Week? I haven't been in about 7 or 8 years. Has it moved on from Star Week? Are we allowed to say, I was on my period, I was menstruating, I was on the rag, I was on the blob, Arsenal were playing at home, whatever stuff that you want to say, but are we allowed to say now in there, it was my period last week, I am due for my period, period, because these poor sheltered men are going to experience somebody who's on their period. And if my husband referred to it as my star week, especially whilst I was on my star week, I would probably kick him in the nuts. Let me know.